Another TikTok scandal is upon us, and this one has to do with tattoos. Certainly a switch up from the beauty brand drama, but this one is just wild. I was seeing it go around all over on Twitter, so we had to talk about it because this was just crazy. This all surrounds a TikToker named Courtney who shared a 3-part video about her experience trying to get a tattoo. She said that she had contacted a tattoo artist that she liked on social media and she wanted to get a tattoo of a fox. She then said that she paid $1,600 for a design fee. And if you've ever gotten a tattoo, you know that that is not the norm. $1,600 just for a design fee? And the price not even going towards the actual tattoo is just so wild. And the worst part is the experience was a total nightmare, and she didn't even get anything close to what she had hoped for by reaching out to get this design.
Story time, hopefully one part. I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. So I wanted a tattoo by this artist who I love, who's very talented on Instagram. This is nothing to do with her talent as a tattoo artist, just kind of the business practices that I've dealt with over the last 24 hours. So booked a consult with her a couple months ago. Consult was non-refundable. It was $180. That was listed on our website. That's fine. I paid that. We had a Zoom consult on Friday. I showed her these reference photos as to what I wanted for a half upper arm sleeve. We kind of talked about it a little bit. I said I wasn't really picky on what kind of flowers I wanted. I wanted the fox to look like he was running. Foxes were my favorite animal. I said I wanted some watercolor on the fox. The flowers were just going to be whatever she thought would look good. She then proceeded to tell me, after I had already I had paid her the consult, she told me that she had these 3 options for her design fee. So she charges a design fee to design her tattoos. So the first option was $1,500 plus tax, and you get a concept sketch, and you can make one minor change and then a final design that you'll review. The option number 2 was $3,500 plus tax, where you got 2 concept sketches and a couple changes and a final design review again. And then option 3 was $6,000 plus tax, where you would get multiple sketches and lots of reviews and lots of changes and like a canvas of your concept. At first I kind of thought that that price was going to then be taking it out of the final cost of my tattoo, but then I find out that it was not. I was still kind of blindsided, didn't really know what to say. She asked which option worked best for me. Obviously I picked number 1 because like it's super expensive. And she had these pictures, so I was confident that she was going to make me a beautiful piece. So Monday rolls around and she sends me this. This is her concept sketch. It is nothing like what I sent her. It's nothing like what I wanted. I emailed her immediately to tell her that I wanted a full fox. I wanted a tail. I wanted the fox to be the main feature. I wanted to be less flowers, more fox forward. And I said, I know I picked option 1, but this isn't what I had asked for with my pictures I sent you. She said that if I wanted another sketch, she was going to charge me the difference between option 1 and option number 2, which is $2,260. She said it was my fault that I wasn't clear that I wanted a full fox. But like, honestly, these are the 2 pictures I sent her, both full fox, both in the same position. I don't know how much clearer I could have been. She didn't ask if I wanted a full fox. I didn't think I had to say I wanted a full fox.
And the absurd price isn't even the worst part of it. I really think that the energy that this tattoo artist was giving was also making the situation just so bad. Things were not clear on their site about all of these fees, and in turn it was throwing Courtney off, and she admits that she should have walked away, but she said that she really liked this artist, so she was trying to stick it out and work with her a little bit, but this artist was just making it impossible.
So here's the email where she tells me that I didn't tell her that I wanted the fox to have a full fox, even though I sent her 2 pictures saying I wanted the fox to have a full fox.
Which is so sad because Courtney reached out because she loved her work, and for the experience to be not what she wanted, that's really disappointing.
So now I paid her $2,695, the consultation, the design fee, plus $1,000 deposit for my actual tattoo date to book that. And she's telling me that she wants another $2,260 in order to just redraw my sketch, even though I told her, I sent her the pictures and showed her exactly what I wanted. She's saying it's my communication skills and that I didn't communicate exactly what I wanted.
I feel, and a lot of the TikTok comments also agree, that when you send a reference photo, you kind of want it to look pretty darn close to the original thing. Courtney ended up receiving so much love on her TikTok, and people just could not believe the artist didn't want to work with her on this, and that they were charging such high fees for a sketch and then revisions.
Where I tell her that I don't think it's a good business practice and that she should make her clients aware before they book a consultation that you're going to ask for a design fee on top of the tattoo fee. So then she kind of comes back and tells me that I can do this option where I just paid for option 1 again for another $16.95 instead of the $22.60, and she'll make me another sketch.
Like, this is something that's going to be on someone's body permanently, and tattoos hold such meaning for people that it's just crazy to me that somebody would want to be so weird about accommodating changes to something like this and kind of having an attitude about it. Obviously, this is an artist we're talking about, and artists do deserve respect and their work shouldn't be free, but this is something that I feel like you should be working together on. And wanting these crazy prices to change some of the things of the design for something that's going to be permanently on your body is crazy to me.
So again, I'm just trying to make her understand that I wasn't aware when I booked the consultation that I was going to have to pay this design fee, and I think that I urged her to put it on her website that she was going to charge people this before we booked in with her. And so she sent me this response where she says that it was an optional fee, and I was never told that that fee was optional. She presented me with 3 options, asked me which one I was most comfortable with. I should have walked away at that point. That's on me. On that, like, if it's my financial situation that I can't afford to pay for this redesign, then I should maybe like look at getting a tattoo in the future. It's not that I don't have the finances for it, it's that I can't give her any more money when I feel like I wasn't she wasn't upfront with me from the beginning.
And there were so many people saying that they wanted to expose the artist because this was an unheard of experience. They didn't want anybody else to be super surprised if they were to also go with this artist about any like hidden fees and charging absurd amount of money for changing the design that they don't even like.
So then she says, like, am I saying I would have rather have not seen the design ahead of time, and we would have ended up in this same situation where I didn't like the sketch? And you know what? Maybe that would have happened, but at least I would have still had my $1,600 that I paid for the design. If I'm going to end up in the same situation anyways, I'd rather keep my $1,600 and see the design day of and decide I don't like it then. And then she says that she's been sweet and patient with me and that I've made nasty comments, which I didn't call her any names. I just told her I didn't agree with the way that her fees were explained and that it wasn't made clear that there was a 4th option and that we could have moved forward without paying the design fee. And honestly, I did really want a tattoo from her. She's a great artist. Her Instagram is beautiful, and I was excited to get a tattoo. And when I thought that I had to pick one of those 3 options or not get this tattoo that I've been looking forward to, I did pick option 1. I did. And like I said in my last video, that's on me. So she says she is not going to refund me anything. It'd also be nice if she would take some responsibility to say that I forgot to tell you about option 4, or I should have asked more questions during the process. Like, she's the professional. She designs these tattoos for a living. If she didn't feel like she was clear on what I wanted, I would have preferred more questions. We met for half an hour on Zoom. I was supposed to get a 45-minute consultation. It only took half an hour. She had 15 more minutes to ask me more questions if she thought she needed more information.
People said things like, I've never heard of a tattoo artist doing this. This artist seems super entitled, especially when they don't deliver. I'm fully covered in tattoos from multiple artists. I've never heard of a consult fee, let alone design fee. After consult, I put a deposit down. Consult fee paying for sketches? Oh nah, the tattoo world is out of control. $1,500 for that? It doesn't go towards the tattoo. That is barely a consult concept. I would reverse those charges with my bank so quick for fraud. $1,500 and no ink touches the skin yet? A tattoo artist that isn't willing to work with you so that you are 100% satisfied with the art permanently being put on your body is an artist you avoid. People were also dragging the sketch that was sent over, and Courtney was kind of trying to be nice about it, but people were ripping it apart.
Okay, I just picked the first comment that I found about the sketch, because there's a lot of comments about the sketch, and I don't want to, now I feel like I'm defending her, because she is a good artist. This was the preliminary sketch, so this was just like the concept sketch. I was supposed to be able to make one minor change. She suggested getting rid of some flowers and adding some more leaves. I was not able to change the position of the fox or add the fox in its entirety, but then I would have gotten a final design, which would have been probably digitally designed. So this was just the preliminary sketch. That I'm not saying that this is a representation of her artistic skills, because she is a good artist.
Someone ended up asking if she had any other tattoos, and if she didn't, maybe the artist was trying to take advantage of her, not knowing any better. But she said she actually did have some other tattoos.
Do I have any other tattoos? Yes, I have a lot of tattoos. Most of them are smaller and are in places that I hide. This was going to be probably one of my bigger pieces. But can one person have 2 horror stories? Yes, they can. So the reason I was willing to pay crazy fees to have a good artist do a piece was because I went and asked for this piece once on my wrist, and showed up to get my tattoo and got this. So that's why I was gonna pay a little bit extra when people are saying that, why would you pay that? This is why. But still ended up getting a bad tattoo experience. So it's a wonder if I'll ever get a tattoo again, really.
These TikToks that Courtney did went absolutely viral, so much so that another woman ended up coming out and saying that this exact same artist had done a similar thing to her, and she wanted to share her story.
I guess it was only a matter of time before somebody else came out with a story about this same artist. So I'm going to share my story about how I was basically scammed out of $4,000 from this same artist.
And this is the most wild part to me, you guys. The artist was later exposed for not even having drawn the sketch that she charged Courtney $1,500 for. She literally just found that design on Etsy and traced it. Somebody found the design that she charged Courtney for on Etsy and made a TikTok about it. Courtney ended up reacting to this information and was just completely speechless and so shocked at it.
She traced it. My crappy sketch. She traced it. My original crappy fox isn't an original. She just traced it. Wow.
Courtney has since been receiving tons of fox artwork that is so amazing and beautiful. People have really gone out of their way to design something beautiful for her. And she seems so appreciative of that. People just felt so bad that she ended up in this situation, and they really wanted to make things right for her. And if there's one thing about the internet, is they are not going to let a scammer hide, because like I said, people were trying to expose and dig for this artist that Courtney was talking about. And I think they are now private on Instagram, which definitely I see why, because there's so much hate on the internet. But that is the drama going around on the internet this week. Let me know what you guys think about this mess in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.